So, John, coming the 10th of October on Prime Video, it's John Candy, I Like Me. This is the official trailer, and it's just coming in at just under 3 minutes long. So, I do believe it is a documentary film, and it's directed by Colin Hanks. I think he is the son of Tom Hanks. And one of the producers in there as well is Ryan Reynolds, fellow Canadian, to John Candy. John Candy was Canadian, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see this. In terms of this man and his legacy, before we watch this, John, I can remember where I was when I found out he died. I was 18, and I remember where I was. Nobody has to know where I was. I know where I was. That's how much of an impact this man had on me. I remember the moment I found out of his passing, and I was so sad because I think I just watched Cool Runnings not that long, 6 months prior to it. And I love the guy. Very funny man. Just had this energy about him, and presence. Just even in films such as Home Alone, he wasn't in it that much, but it made an impact.
Yeah, Stephen. I mean, I grew up with this guy's movies. So he's had The Great Outdoors. We also had Dan Aykroyd, phenomenal performance in that. Cool Runnings, like you said, playing this sort of troubled figure on a redemption arc. Then you think of the likes of, off the top of my head, Uncle Buck, fucking phenomenal. Big personality, no holes barred, coming out of cars, jalopy, clapped out cars with drills threatening people. Planes, Trains and Automobiles with Steve Martin, was it?
Yeah.
Just a phenomenal aura, presence, comedian, personality, everything, man. The guy had a lot. And he was very, very much loved, obviously, by a ton of people. Sadly, gone way before his time. And you're left wondering what we could have got from him.
Yeah.
Having said that, Stephen, I only know of him as the actor and as the guy on the screen. I don't know about the man behind. So I'm hoping, if this is a documentary, that's what we're going to get here. We're going to get an insight into his character, because we've seen other people from that era, Steve, and you think of the likes of, I'm blanking on his name here, which is terrible. Guy, it was Chris Farley, another phenomenal personality and actor, comedian, and big screen presence, loved by everybody, but he was a deeply troubled guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
And the people who were close to him do that, but I don't know if the rest of the world were aware of the extent of his problems. So I want to see that. I want to see them maybe diving into John himself. Yeah. Obviously, I know of the death and how he died and whatnot, but I'd like to see it being a celebration of the guy.
Yeah.
And just looking at his life behind the camera. That's what I'd like. I don't want him getting bogged down on the end. But look, we'll see. Time will tell. Yeah. It's interesting. We get the right people involved. Colin Hanks is a spit at Tom. It's terrifying. Yeah. It's fucking mental. He's getting none of his mother and all of his father. Batshit crazy. And he starred in Mr. Rogers, I think, or whatever the fucking hell that film was called. Younger version. But look, if there's any issues with copyright, you can't watch the reaction for whatever reason, click the description, hit the link for Patreon, you'll get to see us over there doing our thing over there for free. That's how we circumvent it. Shall we press play roll, Stephen? And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Play.
I can't tell you what was right about John Candy or what was wrong. But he was my friend, and I don't want to cry, but when I see him, when you see his face, I mean...
This looks good already.
Who are you?
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Walensky, Polka King of the Midwest.
Del Griffith, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who, the minute you see his face, you're going to smile.
Yeah.
He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
He was one of the top performers out of all of them.
Guess my secret to acting would be I pretend real hard.
Even though John did distinctly different characters, John was always there.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
And then all of a sudden, it kind of jumped to a different level.
I'd made winning my whole life. And when you make winning your whole life, you have to keep on winning.
You've been in more turkeys than a stuffing mix.
I think the weight of everything he was doing was just too much.
A hazard of this business is that it's very unhealthy for people pleasers.
You can't really do favors for people.
It's a bottomless cup of coffee.
If you go a whole lifetime eating your feelings, drinking your feelings, smoking your nerves, it shows up.
That was a good shot.
You know, there's some things that are just painful. That's it. And you can't make them not painful.
Hollywood still reacting to the shocking news.
John Candy is dead at the age of 43.
But it's the face you put on the world that defines who you are.
He lived his life very much like the movies. He was the child that made everyone happy. And he was the adult that did that.
You know, I remember John caring when not a lot of people did.
Every time you go away,
this is no meager life we reflect on today.
You take a piece of
this is as full a life as any human can live.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
Magnificent of visage, eyes and frame, a titan of a gentle, golden man.
Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Quite moving, that, John.
Yeah, Stephen, I can tell that's going to be a tough one to watch.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one, because Stephen, like I says, he's this big personality that a lot of people grew up with. Maybe some people were a little bit older when they first encountered him. But you only ever really see what he's presenting. Like that great line says, your face is what the world sees, or something along those lines. So he peek behind the curtains and maybe look at the demons the guy had, much like Robin Williams, Stephen. That was another one when he obviously passed. That was a fucking hard one. That felt like losing a family member, because he was so impactful on your life and watching these films. So yeah, that looks like a really good documentary.
Well, there's a fine line between comedy and tragedy, you know, and we see it many a times with the best comedians out there. You know, there is that other side to them, and you know, I mean, that's well put together. You just seen the likes of Martin Short, Mel Brooks in there as well, and Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd. The list goes on. And this guy made such an impression on, you know, a lot of people's lives, and it's good to see that they're celebrating. It does look a celebration of his life. Hopefully, it doesn't go anywhere. That I don't think the likes of Chevy Chase or Dan Aykroyd or Bill Murray would sign themselves up to a documentary that was going to not live up to the sort of the legacy, you know, in a positive way. So
I'm glad they've got those kind of people, though, Stephen.
Yeah,
fellow sort of comedians and people who have walked a similar path, because you tend to find the joke crackers and the comedians of the world, they do get energy from making other people happy, and they feel this burden or this obligation to make the world a happier place around, and sometimes they forget about themselves and neglect themselves. And you seen Conan O'Brien saying that it's a tough industry for people pleasers. It's an endless cup of coffee. So
that was a good line, John. That was a good line. It sort of hit home there, you know. And we talked about it before we started recording. You know, that you did get that vibe from John Candy that he wanted to, you know, make everyone happy. You know, and you know that's going to have an impact on yourself, because you know you're spending that much time concentrating on other people's feelings, you forget about your own.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm all in this. It's only a month away. Prime, is it? I think. It's coming to. So. Good director Colin Hanks as well. As you said, he worked with the Mr. Rogers project a couple of years ago as well. So I think they've got everything right here. Just judging on that trailer, I'm looking forward to this. Can't wait to see it.
No, it does look really good. Stephen, you can't beat a good documentary as well, because it does. If it's done well, then it will celebrate the individual, but it won't hold back. It will give you another side. It'll make you think and obviously change your perspective on other people, and maybe appreciate other great people of his ilk who are around today. Let them know how much they're appreciated and whatnot, so it can change the world for a better place, a good documentary. Yeah. But what's your thoughts on John Candy? I like me. That was a great line, by the way. I liked the way they did that. Some great shots in there. The one where I'm sitting at the bar on his own, that was a great shot. I'm looking forward to that. That's definitely one I'll watch. What's your thoughts, though? Share them down below on Candy, on the trailer, on the documentary, on our reaction, anything at all you want to pop in the comment section. That's the place to put it. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to get notifications. And until the next time, what's left to be said is thanks for watching this. Bye-bye.